coding sessions based in Kingston, Jamaica.
We're on the algorithms
We're in the
section.
algorithm section. We have sessions. So, these things on the left. But before we start, as you on the call. Oh, Quincy.
Yep.
Quincy is here. Johnson. But we're all over the world right now.
All right, awesome. Well, it's great to be here.
So we're currently on the 7th session with a call. Have a 2-hour session each time. And basically we run.
Yeah.
I think all of us did, except me, maybe the last part.
I was working as a basically basic like how to for completing forms more quickly and things like that, and a lot more time with the students. So that was like a huge win. I didn't know anything about programming. I'm just some 30. If I can do all this stuff using online courses and going to hackathons and meetups, started FreeCodeCamp.
All right.
That leads into something.
At that time, I got into the HTML, CSS. How can we make it clearer for anyone?
Share with people if they're curious. One of the things we want to do.
Yes, I have.
Because I didn't know anything about the ASIC syntax, so I took the
like resource is going to prepare. No resource could ever cover everything, and
in section, the read, search, ask type of thing.
The syntax and the basic understanding of the data structures and visual skills, and like we completely focus on just there are 30 projects that you'll build, but there.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
If you go to the interview prep, huge section just focused on data structures.
Yeah.
Just say.
We can learn a lot from it.
Before you try to learn Java.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then it'll be easy to go learn another language. Like if you know JavaScript, you understand how scripting languages work. You understand that especially. Python's the other language I think is worth learning. JavaScript too.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, you can do everything in the client, and it's easy to teach. If you have to say Python environment, FreeCodeCamp, you can just get an answer right in the browser instantaneously.
Yeah. So anybody, Monday, want to have any feedback? Like positive feedback and negative, and what you can improve on as well in terms of the whole FreeCodeCamp website.
It's a good beginner curriculum first. Even some of the challenges when we're moving from.
So what we want to do is we want to curriculum putting them into a big rock tumbler, and then gradually the curriculum continues to improve. And I think about FreeCodeCamp and like decisions we're making around is. FreeCodeCamp is going to be around and gradually improve over time.
So you say it's sustainable.
That would be wonderful. That would be great if we can get there. It's just FreeCodeCamp has like maybe we're not like
the whole thing of FreeCodeCamp literally throwing you off the ledge. Because you realize half the time, half the persons you
really rapid progress on it.
I have been following
the Kanban board.
No.
Okay, I think that'll work.
Yeah, you're typing though.
Mm-hmm.
And all the things we've done already for institutions, a whole lot of people who are and FreeCodeCamp's production, WW people, or at least.
Shut up!
Congratulations.
But yeah, Quinn, I can say because I tried FreeCodeCamp with other persons, it's a complete different experience and community based more than you're already doing. But okay, let me just stop and then start back next time. But when you say, yo, guys, we have these 2 hours, we have not 3, not 4, not 5. You have Vancouver being represented. It's really FreeCodeCamp fast. And
the community is the key focus, like just focusing on the community. And
did you know we're live now? On the FreeCodeCamp Kingston Jamaica community. So
a whole lot of resources to help organizations like different tools out there. It's great that you're streaming on YouTube and live pair programming. So we're working on we'd like to do things like that. I think they need to help their local communities.
I'm building up an API.
I'll just give you a roadmap of what we're doing. We want to ship beta.
Kingston group. So basically, Kingston is a center.
Okay.
Jamaica, I'm in Montego Bay, and they're all the way in Kingston. So
Yaad is like the Jamaican name for Jamaica.
Yaad.
YaadCode. Cool.
Different than yours.
Little summary of some of the Jamaican word.
In a challenge where you have the expressions popping up.
Should be interesting.
That would be cool.
Based on
Challenge. If you're Caribbean based, you get some Caribbean responses.
Yeah.
That would be sick. That would be to FreeCodeCamp. So it's cultured.
Who's coding within a community that you actually we see far out as one of the responses on this. So that kind of community based stuff.
One of the things that we want to do is make it just a lot easier. It's only the challenge directions.
Yeah.
So for 20 years, yeah, of course we can include that.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah. Dip it with a few bugs and just iron those out, like non-critical.
I mean, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Where you stand on that?
To have the tool set they need to go out and get a job, whether that's that stuff, because there's a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of people who might have short-term disappoint campers. So we'd rather just like give them the tool, or you can give them a fish, like a job lead.
Yeah,
they'll be set up for a career progression. So one of the most popular, that's one of the most popular things, like on the Medium publication around how to get a job, how to negotiate your and a lot of it just comes down to into open source, and then just brute force who have tons of experience and they still have to go out. Employers are very risk averse, and if you hire risk averse, even though there are all these job openings, it's just
what's the song?
I'm saying be nice to my picture, okay? Just
but companies like Google, Apple, places like organization where they're like, okay, like one person just said, and from a hiring manager to hiring manager. So who completes the certificate, like it's really rigorous and it's hard. That means something. Mm-hmm. That means you spent 500 hours on projects, for example. Mm-hmm. High level of quality to all the people you built. If you've contributed to Firefox or if you doubt you less. And that's the whole name of the game. That they're not going to get in trouble with their employer for just gradually winning them over through producing.
Persons with this, so, something like that. So
I'll hop in when you finish.
Yeah, jump in.
I said something about the certification and all of that.
How you perform in a whiteboard code. It just depends individually. But contributing to open source is probably the best thing you can do. Here's why. And you're understanding the code base well enough, the problem that needs to be solved, and then as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you'll learn contributing to open source other than just working at an employer in terms of getting lots of feedback and getting lots of, like we brought on Bouncy, Stuart, never worked as a professional developer anywhere, but some of the best jobs these days are remote jobs. GitHub issue and then diving in and looking at the coding asynchronously through GitHub pull requests or through doing open source contributions, you're getting experience at all those things. And
we're just about
to thank you so much for reverse.
7 days old, so we're still.
It's more like 7 hours because some of the days we only stayed one.
Honestly, working
together really.
I think it's myself, but working with the team keeps me. So the list is going to pass. I'm going to.
When you hit the golf course.
To do it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing, right? So.
Right on. All right, big up.
Alright, the reverse a string now. We did finish.
Alright, they're black, but alright, you can leave it alone.
Then Arando.
Are you?
Guys, this guy's setting turn on his Skype mic.
As me, I look on the string. You can go.
Right.
That's just one. So I'm talking about.
I think I can do that.
You have some schoolwork to do, like myself.
Well. Really? Okay. Oh, this makes sense. Alright. So I'm gonna get the length of this array. One front 10 and then return the base money in there. Find the length of the array after you split up the string.
Help with that code?
Yeah, you can contribute.
Yeah, you can.
Even stuff that is up now, if you want to, I think if you want to suggest.
Oh, that's nice.
Opal Donaldson.
Check her here, you know. Oh, she in the next room.
You can back. Okay, that means it's still.
Yeah.
To try and basically build that.
I'm going to end